Most people are using AI completely wrong when they try to create an ebook or digital product using ChatGPT or Claude. I'm going to show you the correct way to use AI to write an ebook that people actually want to buy and how one of my students used this exact approach to build a digital product business from scratch, making $7,200 a month. And finally, the most important part that determines whether your ebook becomes just more content online or something that truly makes digital income. Because AI can help you move faster, but AI slop does not sell. And that is true whether you're trying to build ChatGPT digital products or ebooks with AI, or just figuring out how to create a digital product for the first time. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kimberly Latona. I spent the last 15 plus years coaching entrepreneurs and building businesses. And over the past several years, I've built multiple online income streams while raising 3 young boys at home, traveling the world, and working part-time hours. And one of the things that I've learned the hard way is this. People do not buy digital products just because they exist. They buy them because they solve a painful problem in a way that feels personal, clear, and useful. And that's especially true with ebooks. So if you're wondering how to create digital products to sell online for beginners, this is where to start. So before you ask AI to write your ebook for you, I need you to remember this. AI is an assistant, not the author, not the expert, not the reason people buy. Okay, the biggest mistake that people make when treating Claude or ChatGPT is treating it like a ghostwriter. Okay, they want AI to come up with the idea, write the whole thing, say it better, and magically create something profitable. But if all your ebook is doing is repeating information that people could find on Google and YouTube, ChatGPT, or Pinterest, then why would anyone pay for it? This is why so many people making digital products with AI end up with something generic instead of just something actually valuable. Okay. What makes an ebook sell is not just information. It's your experience, your story, your perspective, your framework, your shortcuts, your way of doing things, your way of explaining the problem. Okay. And that is what AI can't replace. And that is why AI should be used to support your thinking, not replace it. So, what should you use AI for? This is where Claude or ChatGPT can be incredibly helpful. You can use it for brainstorming title ideas. You can help it name the ebook based on the result, organize your messy notes, write a first draft, tighten up sections, help clarify what's confusing, suggest missing points, make your content easier to follow. That is the right use of AI. Okay, it helps you move faster, but you still need to bring your voice, the stories, the examples, the real world insight, and the actual value. Okay, because that is what makes someone trust the ebook enough to buy it. So, yes, you can create and sell digital products with AI, but the product still needs to be rooted in your insight, your message, and a real problem that people care about. So if you want help mapping out your first digital product that actually sells and a system to sell it, download my free Digital Freedom Business Blueprint below. Okay, so one of my students is a great example of this. Okay, of what actually works. She did not use AI to replace herself. She used AI to help organize and speed up what she already knew. She created a $7 checklist and a $37 ebook. Both were created with Claude, but built from her own voice, her own experience, and her own health journey. And the topic was very specific. Okay, a protocol to reverse insulin resistance for women who need to lose weight, lower their blood pressure, and want to get their health back naturally. She wasn't trying to create a vague wellness ebook. Okay, she created something highly relevant for women dealing with insulin resistance. Okay, she made $3,564 in her first month, and now that ebook is making over $7,000 a month, and she only started less than 3 months ago. Okay, she posts once a day on a new Instagram account with no followers, no huge audience, no ads, no complicated tech stack, no giant course. Okay, just one specific problem, a specific product, specific message, and that is exactly why this works. So if I were using AI to create an ebook the right way, this is what I would do. Step by step. Step number one, I would start with the result. Okay, before touching Claude or ChatGPT, I would answer, what painful problem does this solve? Okay, what result does this help someone get? Why would someone care about this now? People don't buy an ebook just because it exists. Okay, they buy it because they want relief, clarity, speed, confidence, a result, an actual result. Okay, and that is why the title and the promise matter so much. The title should make the transformation obvious, not vague, not clever, just clear. And this is also the foundation of how to make and sell digital products that people actually want. Okay. Step two, start with your own notes first. Before asking AI to create or write anything, I would brain dump. Okay. Brain dump the stories, the lessons, the examples, mistakes that you've made, what you've learned, or what your clients have learned, or what anyone around you who you've helped have learned. Okay. What I would want someone else to know about the process or what happens, like in between where I am now and the result that I'm getting. Okay. This can be messy, and that's okay. The point is, start with your own ideas first, because the more of you that goes into the process, the stronger the final product will be. Okay, step three, you're going to use AI to organize and draft. Okay, so I would take those notes and ask Claude or ChatGPT to help turn them into sections, organize the flow, create an outline, draft the first version. And this is the part where people often ask how to sell digital products using Claude, but the truth is Claude does not sell the product for you. Okay, Claude can help you create the draft, clarify the message, and shape the offer, but the product still needs a strong promise, a clear audience, and a simple sales system behind it. But again, the draft is not the final product. And this is where people go wrong. They get lazy and they publish the draft that Claude or ChatGPT wrote. Okay, don't do that. So that leads me to step number four. Number four is rewrite it in your own voice. Okay, so once AI gives you the draft, go back and rewrite the awkward parts. Okay, we all know that when AI writes something, sometimes it can sound a little awkward. Okay, like a bot wrote it, because it did. So make it sound like you. Add your examples, add your stories, cut out the fluff or anything that sounds like it's not going to help anyone. Simplify where you need to, and make the result easier to implement. Okay, this is what turns it from generic into valuable. Okay, so how long should the ebook be? Okay, so this is another mistake that people make. They think more pages equals more value. No, okay, people don't care how many pages your ebook is. They care whether it helps them get the promised result as quickly and as clearly as possible. That's it. Okay, so think about it. If you wanted to learn something, if you wanted to learn underwater basket weaving, okay, would you want to read an ebook that was 150 pages long? Or would you rather it be 10 pages long and like you learn exactly how to do it in 10 pages? It's concise, you get it, it's everything that you needed, but it's not anything more. Okay, so the better question is not how long should it be. The better question is, what is the shortest, clearest path to help someone get the result? And that is how good ebooks are built. Okay, so now what makes an ebook sell? This is the part that I really want you to understand. Okay, an ebook sells when it solves a painful problem, it is specific, it gets people a clear result, and it's easy to understand. Okay, that's why my students' ebook worked. Okay, it's not just healthy living for women. Okay, it's not wellness, it's not nutrition basics. It solves a specific problem for a specific person. Okay, and that is one of the most important principles in selling digital products online. Okay, but if the product is vague, sales are vague. If the product is specific, sales get easier. Okay, now let's talk about how to sell the ebook the smart way. Because a lot of people think that the next step is to put the ebook on Amazon or Etsy or Gumroad or StanStore or some marketplace, some random marketplace. And I don't recommend that. Okay, because once you do that, you're dealing with listing fees, crowded competition, lower margins, and less control over the buyer journey. Okay, the smarter path is building your own audience and selling through your own simple funnel. And that is still why I recommend this four-step system. Okay, so you're going to drive traffic, content posted on one platform, to your freebie. Okay, so something simple that is step zero in your process of like getting the result. Okay, then they're going to get on your email list and you're going to send them emails that are related to your product, and then you're going to send them to your offer or your checkout page. Okay, and that's where you make the sale. Okay, that's the model. And most of my students use either Instagram or YouTube, but you should choose the platform that you are actually going to show up on. Okay, so for me, I love YouTube because it compounds over time and it acts as a search engine. And I don't really enjoy creating lots of short form content like reels every day. I prefer to create long form content like the video that you're watching right now. Okay, but the system is the same. Okay, you create useful content, which like that drives traffic. You offer a freebie, you collect email subscribers, and you sell the ebook as the next step. Okay, so that is still one of the best ways to sell digital products online if you want more control and more profit. So now if you're thinking, okay, but I don't have a following yet, and that is exactly why I like this model. Okay, you don't need a huge audience. Just like the student that I was telling you about that is now making over $7,000 a month, she started with 0 followers, okay? A new Instagram account, no followers, 1 post a day, 2 simple ebooks, a $7 checklist and a $37 full ebook. And again, she's making over $7,000 a month. So you just need a specific problem, a specific product, a clear message, and consistency. Okay. So that story proves the point. The product doesn't need to be huge. It just needs to be clear. Okay, now here's the most important part. Let's wrap this up. The goal is not to use AI to avoid thinking. Okay, the goal is to use AI to move faster on something that is already rooted in your story and your insight, your voice, and a real painful problem. That is what makes people buy. And that is what makes them happy that they bought. Because if someone buys your ebook and it feels generic, like they could have just Googled something, they're going to be disappointed. Okay, if they buy your ebook and it feels like, wow, this person really gets me, and this is so helpful, and their stories are like resonate with me, that's when it works. That's when they will implement what they learn from your digital product. That's when they'll tell other people. And that's when your ebook actually becomes a real business. Okay. So, and honestly, this is why having the right support matters so much. So it's easy to overthink the idea, let AI take over too much, make it too broad, or never actually launch it. And that's why having one simple system and one clear path and a place to get real feedback makes such a big difference. And that's what we do in the Digital Freedom Collective. So if you want to create an ebook that with AI that actually sells, here's the right way. You're going to start with a specific painful problem. Then you're going to use your own experience first. Then you're going to use AI to organize and draft it. Then you're going to rewrite it heavily in your own voice and add your own experiences. You're going to sell it through your own audience and funnel. And you're going to focus on results, not just information. That is how you create an ebook that people actually want. So again, if you want help turning your experience into a profitable digital product business and building the simple funnel behind it, don't forget to download my free Digital Freedom Business Blueprint below. And now that you know the correct way to write an ebook with AI, the next question is how to build a $10,000 per month digital product business with free tools. And that is exactly what I break down in the next video. So watch that next, because when you pair what you learned about creating with AI with a simple digital product system in the next video, everything clicks. See you in the next video.